hopefully this ends up being a shorter than average part because I got work tomorrow, but only for one day, and then I get vacation next day, and then back to work for the next 2 days. But anyway, let's get down here. How did I get in this mess? Ugh. I think that's a judge.
That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix, right?
Yeah, there it's Von Karma.
No, it's the nightmare judge.
Haven't we seen this judge
What?
before?
What have I done?
OP.
I can't allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney. It's going by itself, by the way.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
By the way, we saw this at the very beginning of the game.
I was wondering, it's like, so we did see this before. It's like, I feel like we saw this.
I've had this dream before. Someplace some time ago.
It feels like a few months ago, but it's really been years.
As if this day was written into my destiny. Today, I'll stand in court as a lawyer to prove a killer innocent.
Hot damn. Mia, help! No one can help you now, right? You're on your own. You'll go to hell for this.
Wait, how do you know there's a hell? You're kind of like here.
That's true. They never do specify where the spirits actually go to. They just seem to linger.
Hello, this is Phoenix Wright.
You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. He's a boss.
Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag of not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever. Maya. Oh, yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, okay. You know,
responsible.
Mia. Maya. How's Maya?
I don't know.
You don't know?
She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. It's been a long day yesterday. It feels like weeks.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles.
But...
You can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere.
He's gonna become the Dark Phoenix.
It's that accursed... I was gonna say Edelgard. On guard again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it.
You're really mean, pal.
Gumshoe, I'm really, really sorry.
Wow.
Where,
I actually feel sorry for the guy.
Where are you?
They let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal.
Then you have some sort of lead?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial is over. Until the verdict is handed down. We're gonna do everything we can to find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. So we're stalling for time?
That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first.
You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. Well, we already know how.
I have to make the trial last longer?
If you call Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out.
Oh, now I get it.
believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. Believe in the you that believes in me. We're gonna give it all we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Politics, friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, an anime, and you have it in abundance.
Yeah.
Not much as Dragon Ball, but yeah.
Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it.
If there was an actual timer, that would actually help.
Yeah, just put the controller down, let the timer go down.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being, what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself?
Oh man, the judge is so far behind with what we know.
Well, we only found out about that like a few hours ago.
Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard. And then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume.
That's how you spell nickel?
The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
Then you are saying that she is guilty after all?
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks to the circus freak. You know who. Fabulous!
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Carrera was killed by a professional assassin in Japan, America. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt On Guard.
Oh wow, you're just gonna actually just throw that bombshell now, huh?
Yep, and now Phoenix has got to do his best to look like he's defending him while at the same time giving the evidence. Ooh, this is actually going to be difficult. How are we going to do this? Good thing we have prompts.
What a surprising turn of events! Press my sashes out so I am quite sober.
No. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor.
I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. So this is what they call basically a farce. This is what they refer to as a farce. Listen, we all know who's guilty here, but the fact is, he thinks we don't have any plays to make. But really, Edgeworth and Phoenix here are going to play one of the biggest performances in high school musical lives. Okay, fine. Hamilton. Contemporary creeps.
No, Shrek the musical. I wonder how the trial.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
I wonder how this trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The dance of the gavel.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
Oh, cool! I get to say something.
That's right. I I actually forgot. It's like, wait, why? But then I go, oh yeah, he was at the police precinct the other day. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now then, witness, your name and occupation, Mr. Hercule World Champion, please.
Oh, hold up. I think I got a message of some sorts. Oh, I thought it was 3 messages. It's only 2.
That dastardly 3.
Okay. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. I'm Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star.
And what is your relation to the defendant?
Well, that's I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please. You don't need to put yourself down so much. Because honestly, I don't have any drugs, and I'm gonna go down with you. Oh, sorry, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went.
All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Onguard's room.
Okay, sure.
Alright. Alright, let's go.
After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room.
That's a new picture.
Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone at first. I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the 2 of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me.
I'm a little less raspy with Hercule voice right now.
Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
Talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
If one assumes that the person Mr. Onguard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
No. Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix?
I didn't shower.
But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in headfirst, right?
Good thing we have the airbags deployed.
Alright, let's take a look. The defendant's room? Why'd you go there?
Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright,
What is it?
you're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you?
Huh?
I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer.
Oh, no one said you were, Mr. Powers.
No, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy.
Oh, poor man.
Every time?
Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony.
Sorry. So, you went to the defendant's room, and then...
Hey, wait a minute. How did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here?
Hey, that happened last time too. And the time before that. And the time before that. And the time before that.
Are you sure that was Matt Onguard?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then.
If that's the case, then you really can't be mistaken.
And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room?
He was talking with someone at first. I thought it was the bellboy.
Oh, hold up. So I got really into that for a second.
Well, hold on a second. We also have a picture of the bellboy, don't we? Don't we have his profile? Maybe we can try.
No, we just have John Doe.
I guess we can't throw that out unless we can.
But
If we can, it's like, hold on.
the description was he's the butler of On Guard Mansion, so he would have no absolutely thing to do yet.
Yeah, but then again, he was the bellboy at the beginning who gave us the radio anyways. So, and his name is John Doe, and he has those scars. If he could recognize him, maybe.
Well, let's get through all this pressing first. At first? What do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Totally juice, nothing else.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah.
What do you know?
But,
Well, remember the last case, or was it the very second case that we did? Yeah.
What was the second case?
The second case was the wiretap, and the bellboy was there with Miss Booby Lady. Remember?
Oh, that bitch.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a normal bellboy.
Why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
I'm sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. You saw the two of them, and the bellboy and the defendant together, right?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? That's perfectly normal thing to do.
I bet he doesn't give tips. So, how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think.
So, who are these guests you were talking about?
You guys, of course. You, Maya, Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember the incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
Okay, so we just reset. What do we have here? Okay, we got the figurine, got Celeste's photo, we got the credit card receipt, stuffed bear, the transmitter, spy camera, the picture card, and Lotta's photo. Well, I'm stumped here. What are we looking for?
Well, again, I know it's a bit cheap, but that's because we saw this guy as a bellboy, and now we know him as John Doe because we've seen him before.
Yeah, well, wait, hold up. Still on this case? Yeah, we are. We're pretty much going to try finishing it today. So Matt was standing there in front of the room, still in the nickel. Actually, let me save. Let's see. So, you think it's just a matter of doing the John Doe thing here?
Perhaps, because even it says for some reason I get the feeling we've met before. So maybe when he mentions the bellboy, maybe we can throw that and just say it's like, could you identify this man as being him? Although I could imagine us being penalized because it's like, are you really just gonna throw random photos at people?
That's true.
Potentially, but I mean, if he could recognize him even just for a little bit, it's like it's a possibility that he's him. Still worth trying, because I don't see what else we can use. We can't use the knife because the guy was in his samurai costume and he was talking to a bellboy. What are we supposed to say? At first, I thought it was the bellboy. He just thinks that it was, but it really could have been this John Doe feller.
Oh, whoops. I pushed that by accident. At first, what do you mean by that? I think it was a normal bellboy. What was that? Why'd I think that? How's it supposed to know? Wait, whoa, wait. Did I do something weird? Hey, wait a second.
Hey, wait a second.
Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated. Oh, that's new? You know, I felt something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Oh, but, oh, okay. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job.
I don't think I've ever seen a scenario where we had to go back to a previous one and a big tip energy.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well.
If this was normal Edgeworth, if Edgeworth actually was not in the know what's going on, he would have been like on that.
He would have been like, objection, this has nothing to do with the murder.
That bitch. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
You mean about the bellboy, right?
Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
We're just misogynist.
So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Well, you see, Matt's not a poor pity pitcher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me.
How much was it?
But that's when something even more surprising happened.
You know, for a 2-minute testimony, this is surely really well described.
Yeah, the bellboy was putting in the tip he got in his pocket.
He's wearing
And
gloves.
that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which one of his shocking moments I should ask about. The bellboy's face or On Guard's tip? Let's go for the face. That seems more important.
I mean, it could be the tip, but I don't know what else it could be unless, like, one part of our evidence happens to be that. I doubt it's the button.
Maybe we'll be able to go back for the other one, you know, if we repeat this one.
Yeah.
What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers?
Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old Gramps.
I know the discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court.
No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches.
Aha. Line of stitches.
Yeah, and it went straight from the tippity top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. Ugh.
Sounds macabre.
He was there, at On Guard's house. He was the butler!
Dun.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. So that means On Guard was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, On Guard would be declared guilty in a blink.
Dang it. That means we actually can't use his face. No, we have to go about the tip. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything.
Yes, Chief.
You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright?
What did you just say, Your Honor?
Nothing, Mr. Wright, nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. All these squares make a circle. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony.
Also, our commenter said, I just realized, is Phoenix just Gohan?
Is that who you're channeling?
I don't know. I was just trying to go for my closest impression to Phoenix from the Marvel vs. Capcom game. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
Wow, what a way to pay him at the place, not paying him beforehand.
I mean, he
Oh.
does have blackmail about the guy. No, wait, he blackmailed him afterward. Oh, yeah, you're right.
A little too much?
Would you please clarify for the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
I've never seen so many Benjamins.
That was like a perfect time for me to hit aim.
Because he gave that bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash.
Roll of cash?
This makes him look even more guilty. Perhaps.
How interesting.
Your Honor, he is just rich. This is unimportant.
Think of all the blunts I could buy. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? You think I could sell his autograph?
A very fat roll of cash that can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Yeah, raise an objection. The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him.
Objection. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders?
By the way,
Yeah, your wardrobe.
our commenter said the judge hates rich people canonically. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Well, I mean, he also likes women, so what does that say?
If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, I would be a male stripper by now. I mean, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
he's got a point. Not about the strippers thing though. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work.
So, supposing that the male strippers, that roll of cash was not a tip. Then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
No. Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida.
Then the bellboy that the witness saw?
Yes, he was the assassin.
Okay, I'll try saying assassin correctly.
Ron,
Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor?
well, I did beat you like 4 times. I beat you like 4 times.
Like, I can count on one hand.
Yeah, I beat you like 4 times. Yeah.
Going for 5. Oh no, we're going for 5.
I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley the Killer. What a stage name.
He's the person the police's special investigation team has been chasing for ages.
Sounds like a stripper name.
I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer.
Really?
Poor Powers.
What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head. I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What?
Because he talked to Phoenix. That's right, he's gonna mention, yeah, he gave something to Phoenix. Wait, what if we're called to the stand?
Doubt it.
Is that gonna happen?
I don't think so.
I mean, it would be odd. We could defend ourselves, you know.
Mr. Powers, please testify, my brother. Tell us what you saw.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right away. Oh yeah.
Testify, my brother, testify.
This time, I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when the bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carina's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, sure of it. I mean,
Thank you very much. Very much. That is all we need for now.
but I'm not done. There's still more.
Let us first establish the bellboy was truly Mr. D. Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain us and make us laugh.
Ugh.
This is no laughing matter.
Ah, the second time. Ah, okay. And what time was it?
Well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. Then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 by that time?
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers?
Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats.
Okay. Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Yeah,
And how could you tell? All the bellboys wears the same uniform after all.
but you see, well, he had those stitches on his face.
Ugh.
So I'm sure it's the same guy that I was talking with Matt.
So, which room did the bellboy come out of?
The victim's room, huh?
Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, right?
Words cannot describe how screwed I am.
Let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
So what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next?
Well, the bellboy was empty-handed.
Empty-handed?
That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart. He wasn't holding a tray either. You call that a little strange too, would you?
I agree that is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or try to pull a fast one?
Yeah, we gotta solve for time, so honestly, we have to go against our nature.
There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy.
But there really is, though.
There really isn't.
I'm sorry. Objection. If you two are done being school children. Bellboys offer room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness' previous statement be supplanted with this new one.
Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see. Very well, this court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir.
I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of the guest room empty-handed. Okay. So, you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed?
Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand, and there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it.
Juice? What kind of juice was it?
I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. We have proof?
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record.
Again, the prompts.
Yeah, so we had assassin. Oh! That was the last one. Go ahead and read that one out.
In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it would be very bad for us.
But he really is the assassin, you know?
Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one.
Yeah, my specialty.
Expensive ones.
Oh, yeah.
Telling you that instead of pulling things out of my pocket, I gotta pull things out of my ass. Take this, assassin.
Please, don't be so quick to judge.
But it's kind of it's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief.
Well, I guess the thief and an assassin are both sneaky and silent.
That's not the point, Phoenix. Ah, she's reading my mind. In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin...
Oh, yeah, okay, we've seen this.
But...
Okay, so this time I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when the bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carita's room. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out against empty-handed. This is the new one that we just got. I thought it was kind of okay. Well, I mean, tomato juice, right? So if we think about this, the wine glass found next to the victim.
But it says it has her fingerprints on it, and she wasn't... Or... I mean, he did have a glass of wine and the juice, and both of those were in the room. But then that would prove that he did go in there. Yeah, there's got to be something else. We got to mislead it.
I'm going to go with the wine glass. I'm going to follow my heart on this one.
Okay.
Mr. Powers.
Yes?
You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and,
So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches?
Well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed?
I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. Oh, sorry. This is where the wine glass sitting next to Mr. Carita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you will look at what's on the top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy just had brought this to Mr. Carita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But damn. That would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
No. But can't you prove that Mr. Carita was already dead at the time?
Mr. Edgeworth!
Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route. You'll be penalized this time.
I'm terribly sorry. I'm a naughty boy.
What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say empty-handed? I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Huh? Wait,
Oh
what?
no.
That bellboy, he was wearing gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah, pitch black, leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves. Sounds like an amazing fashion statement. Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Ah, boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. All right, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
So, football's made of leather. We're gonna go with that analogy now. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're all made of leather?
But that man. He received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy.
Yeah.
It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
The rest?
Oh, yes. Please tell us more.
Okay.
The second meeting. Oh, okay.
After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that.
You know, poor Powers. He's being used by these two guys. He has no idea. What?
Poor man.
Yeah.
He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going to the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
Okay, that's a very short one.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room?
Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident.
Some accident, I'd say. You saw too much.
He knows too much.
Oh, and all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be, quote-unquote, normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's see. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me. Maybe poor, underpaid action star. But even I would have stooped to spying.
Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers?
Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye. A sort of sneaky spy-like.
I knew it was spying.
Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. Plus, when's lunchtime? I need to straighten my cravat.
Oh, hold up. Let me back up. I was gonna sneeze. I was gonna sneeze real fast, and then it just went away. I said, hold it.
Okay.
That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details.
Oh, okay.
I should probably ask him only one question at a time. Ask about the person inside. Ask about the something. Okay. He gave something to this person.
Yeah.
And what was this something?
If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it something, would I?
But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kind of small.
This is an incredibly crucial piece of evidence.
Oh, my bad.
It's got to be the button. Or, no, it's not actually, because that was her problem.
Mm-hmm.
Please try to remember what it was.
I'll try.
In the meantime, let's talk of another point. Namely, what the bellboy did next.
Oh, so after you gave the person inside the room the thing.
Let's go back to the other one and see if we can peel some more out of that one, because they gave us 3 choices. And skip all this. Okay, don't ask anything. So, who took this something the bellboy handed off?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm?
Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face?
Yeah.
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Yes, it was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off.
Well, let's see, I think it was... No.
Try to remember, please. If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir.
It's not the same without George.
You're expecting the game to be padded out with mispronunciations?
It just adds color, you know?
A statue.
Yeah, it's gotta look like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know?
Statue. Huh.
The bear statue?
I'm gonna have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him. Wooden bear, shaped figurine. It's covered in many thin cuts. Maybe.
Yeah, because that was the only thing that could be small enough, but it's almost too big. You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with your testimony. What did the bellboy do after that?
Then the old guy just left without going into the room. Okay. Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Onguard's room?
He opened the door to Viola Hall. Went in there, and who knows after that, right?
I do. After that, I went back to the bathroom and then to my seat. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at the time?
Oh yeah, I saw that one thing.
What? What? You saw something else?
There was this jittery alien with a railgun. It was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker.
I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Power's testimony just now was just as vague as his first.
It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it?
Yeah, talk about a lose-lose situation. Well, if it's anything like last time, I guess we just re-press and see if something else happens. Actually, he gave something to the person. Maybe we just give him the bear here.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, maybe. Okay, let's see if this one gives new dialogue.
Couldn't be the button.
Should probably ask the question about this something. Maybe after we did all our pressing, he might remember. Yeah, and what was this something? I remember seeing the crime. It's kind of small. Try. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think about what happened last time. So what if I pick the other option? Let's see what happens. See if it jostles his memory. So nothing's changing here. Okay, so I think we just okay, so he gave something to the person inside the room. If I saw it again, I could say for sure I think it was some sort of wooden statue. Maybe that's where he put it at. Ah, there you go. Point for Ben.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honor.
What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. Was it this item?
Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out.
I recall we found this at Matt Ungard's mansion.
At the defendant's house?
Oh yeah, by the way, we think that he may be suspicious, so we actually just did a raid on his house the other day, Your Honor. Oh, just leave proceedings as usual.
That's it. Both you on the stand now, or you're fined $50,000 and the removal of the we tax.
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room.
Yeah, I agree with you. This was the easiest testimony to decipher of all time.
And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Wait, it's wooden?
Then the bear being found at Mr. Ungard's mansion would mean...
It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ungard is the killer's client.
Order! 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 I said order! Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah. Sorry, Mia.
First loss.
No, it's all right. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have.
Ah, I almost forgot that he knew about it too.
I think it's clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Just in case. There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further?
Powers testimony, the person who received the bear itself.
Maybe the bear. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What is there about the bear? I mean, I mean, why would he get a bear? Why the bear at all?
I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear, Mr. Wright?
This was found at I wanted to keep saying Edelgard, Mr. Ongard's mansion. However, Mr. Ongard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh,
I think Your Honor has already figured it out that I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Ongard who took this bear to his mansion.
Wow. Okay, I actually hadn't thought about that.
why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Whew.
Already.
Disaster averted. Oh,
Objection. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Not in 3 games.
huh?
I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Ongard's mansion. We had this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape.
Can't believe it. Butler, all this time, the killer. Flashback.
D. Killer and Ongard were working together, so to speak. Andy Killer was hiding at an Ongard mansion as its butler.
What a bold move.
The bear figurine was brought back to Ongard Mansion by D. Killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Ongard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during the investigation. Yeah. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else.
What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to...
I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
What? There is still another one?
There is indeed, Your Honor, and it's quite a questionable point.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further?
Oh, so we got the bear, the person who received the bear. Well, we just said Powers' testimony, right? Or I guess
Yeah. Or the person who received the
Yeah.
bear.
there was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. Gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was who took the bear, we can't be sure of... Huh?
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why.
Okay, sorry. Actually, so, I remembered. I remembered who took the bear.
What?
What? Really?
I mean, I only saw his arm. but it was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it.
You've got to be kidding.
Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai.
Order! Order! It looks like you've dug your own grave. Yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count.
So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt On Guard is the Nickel Samurai.
Yeah, but we also know that someone else was dressed up as him.
Well, yeah, but she didn't admit it until after the crowd. Oh, that is right. It could have been. Well, but she would have had to leave the room first. The Nickel Samurai would have had to have been seen leaving the room.
Remember, we know the truth. We just have to make it seem like something else could have happened. That's what I'm thinking about now. I'm trying to not think about the truth and more thinking about the version of
Loitering.
yeah.
Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion. As well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear, and I'm so glad I'm sober. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt On Guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you?
I knew it'd turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
You know, typically when he says that, he doesn't give us any objections. He just does the verdict. Well, do I? What should I do? Hear the verdict? Yeah, that's like a voluntary game over.
Well, I mean, if he is guilty, it's like we had to. There has to be more that we can do, isn't there?
Objection! There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I've left is one dirty trick. Your Honor.
Oh boy, dirty trick, what is this?
Right now, we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at his mansion. However, it's possible that this is all the work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What am I saying is, it's possible a different person is D Killer's real client.
No, are we really gonna try and frame Andrews?
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, yeah.
The real client?
Yes!
Is this all you have?
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is D Killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer?
It's pretty obvious. She was wearing the costume, so that gives plausible deniability for that.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly make her look innocent. Oh boy, here we go.
Adrian Andrews?
Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Man on Guard for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Yeah, give me some points for that one. Give me some points for that one.
Then the Nickel Samurai's arm that I saw?
That could have been very well Miss Andrews. Yeah, I told you. See?
You told me. You did indeed tell me. You told the tell.
But what about Mr. On Guard?
If you would please recall yesterday's testimony, the defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then finding this figure at Mr. Unguard's mansion.
It was well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't really discount its possibility either.
What is with this trial? Come on, anyone. Anyone can tell Onguard did it. I can't believe this defense would go so far to pin the guilt. Shut up.
Oh, sorry, that's not in there.
Unbelievable, something not petty.
This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on.
Order! 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 All the different parties will be forced to leave this courtroom.
Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game.
His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth? Is that like Pokemon?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
He's right. The killer did specifically bring that bear to Onguard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews.
And who would that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
Yay, we get to see Samus one last time.
Woo! I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, if this was OG Edgeworth, this case would have been over already.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you tried to pin the guilt onto Adrian.
Yeah. I swear this demon will pay.
Hey, at least we all admit it. Mr. Nick! Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Pearls? Where's Mia?
I don't know. A big strong power suddenly called her away.
Really strong power.
Oh, and Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's from Gumshoe.
How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal?
Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto.
Phew. That's good, pal.
What about you?
Good.
Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are?
We still don't have any leads, but
What? We don't have much more time.
if we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful.
I was only able to come up this far because I kept thinking to myself, got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I run out of luck this time? Is all of our hope for naught? Oh, a tent?
A 10.
Huh? A tent? Who's saying that?
A circus tent?
Mia!
Oh, I could see a circus tent.
Looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
Man, Mia must be like super duper like like, well, looks I'm going here now. Well, looks I'm going here now.
Her spiritual bicycle must be getting more mileage than Nick's here.
So it was Maya that called you away?
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now?
Only the one that's here every year. There's only one, pal. The very big circus.
Maya's somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent.
What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle at map about a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry!
Man, dude, that's like super cheating. Like, I'm pretty sure the assassin's like, how did he know?
And that's what happens when you kidnap a spirit channeler.
And?
I could see a mailbox under the window, just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox.
Okay. What else? What else?
What else, Mia?
I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like it was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or so.
I heard it. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
He's actually being so heroic.
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal?
Mia, Maya's not hurt, right?
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Gumshoe.
Just stuff her with burgers.
Please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you all right, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. You know, that begs...
The actual demon worse than all for one is smiling and cackling like a fool.
You know, it makes me think, does Gumshoe even know about the whole channeling thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in court for a whole bunch of those.
Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client.
By the way, if we can't finish this within the hour, we're gonna have to stop there and put it for next week, just because I have work tomorrow, like super in the morning. Just as a heads up.
Okie doke, please.
From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Miss Adrian Andrews, to the stand.
Hello, Samus.
Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of the murder.
I understand.
Oh, great.
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have.
You have seen it before.
That's right. It's only natural, the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
All right.
Why? Why does she? Bear figurine? All right, cool.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item.
Oh, the suicide note?
Because of its complexity, it If you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that. It's just a small jewelry box, just by looking at it.
So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
Yes, our BS powers direct us towards the truth. Okay, an elaborate puzzle. A puzzle.
I like puzzles. That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess this was just a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? So you could take it apart? And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right, and then push it in.
Oh yes, I see. Actually I don't.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is most interesting.
I really hope in the anime they actually show him tinkering with it.
It looks like it's doing that.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again.
I love this. Sorry, this is precious.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it.
So, what do you find after you take this puzzle apart?
And how do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
A friend? Then this was a present from you.
Wait, that friend. It's gotta be her. It's gotta be Celeste.
Yep. So probably the
And
suicide
she
notes.
had it.
The suicide note's probably in there. Yeah.
Good thinking. 5 points to Gryffindor. That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country.
But this looks like it could be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside.
Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same again once it's been broken.
Talking about your childhood depression, are we?
Who else knows this bear is actually a small container or a jewelry box?
I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew.
Well, to be fair, I think someone did because notice it's covered in many thin cuts. I think someone was trying to get into what was inside of this. The two of you, huh? Then of course, that means Mr. OnGuard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm going to get for now. Ooh, we updated it. A wooden puzzle with a hollow inside. With a hollow inside. Only Karita and Andrews knew how to open it. Okay.
Maybe the cuts don't have director in. No.
Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box.
Hmm. But it's so fuzzy wuzzy.
Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's inside? What's in the box?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness. Yes. You are the only one who can open this. Please.
Again, if we broke it, then we'd still get what was inside. There's this painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now that as she solves the puzzle, takes the bear apart.
No, she's tearing it apart.
I've opened it.
Ha ha ha!
This what you wanted?
It's a suicide note.
Well, what is it? It looks like a note.
I don't think we need to guess at what it is, do we, Mr. Wright?
I don't know. Pretty sure you're gonna ask me to do a do or die question here.
It's the suicide note.
Yay!
The suicide note?
It's like we're some sort of suicide note squad. The suicide note left by Juan Carrito's former manager, Celeste Impact. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. But now we can read it, and it's gonna say all of Matt Ongaard's dirty crimes. Oh shit. Hidden by the victim, Juan Carrita himself.
I honestly thought it would have been the guitar case, but oh well.
It blended in. It blended in with all the bears, so I'm pretty sure he figured that nobody was gonna like peek inside of it.
Hiding it in plain sight. But then again, someone was spying on that room. But then again, it was only timed until the murder time. So
No, we
they
know
would have seen him put the note in the bear.
we know that On Guard put that big bear with the spy camera on there.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is he couldn't have possibly known which bear it was. So how did he know that it was this bear? Or was that just pure happenstance?
Maybe or
Seems Celeste
oh,
Impacts had absolutely gorgeous handwriting. Much like my cravat. And she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Damn. Really made that come to light.
Order! Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. But she wanted to destroy that note. If she knew about it, then why? When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere.
it's because the assassin took it.
Yeah, so that's why she was looking. I seem to recall that she seemed to be looking around for something, but she tried to play it off as something else, and we just kind of believed her.
There it is.
Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note?
That's right. At least, that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it for her sake.
Holy fuck, is he saying sorry? Sorry. We need to screenshot this. We need to cap this. It's just like, wow. everyone's glorious king apologizes. He has come far. Good job there, Kaiba. Anyways, back to the melodrama. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note out loud, if you're not strangling that bear.
Very well.
Yeah, the bear became his new addiction. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by On Guard. About being engaged to Kurita and On Guard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided in her despair to end it all.
God damn.
And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. I need a teddy bear.
There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ongard.
Then what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word.
Matt Ongard values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image. I believe I feel cringe in my throat, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Now we finally got his suicide note, found inside the figurine. It tells of On Guard's horrible misdeeds.
Leather pants. Sorry, just that cake.
It's
And-
Onguard's fault that all this happened.
And this time, screw you.
That's terrible. What a selfish person. I guess our slimeball lawyers have to do with anything.
I want to kiss Adelgard. What?
There is no room for doubt here. Mr. D. Killer's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
Yeah. How am I supposed to escape this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know.
Thanks from my ass.
I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Time to reach into my own pocket this time. Okay, there's two deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I could find a way out of the situation through one of those. Also, I'm in the save state.
Okay, but how though? Like, I mean, maybe we can object to say it's like, okay, I know she had clear handwriting, but could we at least try to confirm this? I mean, no offense, but a lot of things get thrown out. It's like, the court would like to take time to actually verify this is handwriting. The gavel is already on the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry. Please, listen.
Suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue?
Figurine? I don't know how we can honestly get the note to be all BS.
Well, the figurine is kind of whatever at this point now. We've already explored that avenue.
Well, I mean, going by her testimony, she claims that there's no one else that knows about it and that it only could have been the dead guy or her. But it's like, is that really true? What about the people who made it? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the suicide note because that's the only new one. Please wait, Your Honor.
Really?
Hey man, look at that lawyer.
Look at that
He's still
lawyer.
going at it.
I think Your Honor believes that. I think Your Honor believes that Matt Onguard killed in order to obtain this note.
Yes, that is correct.
But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. Wow, dude, he actually silenced the people. This note was hidden by Mr. Kurita until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say Matt Onguard could not have known what was written on this note.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Uh-huh, exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said.
Well, I mean, he knows he's a scumbag, so, I know, lawyering.
Order, order, order. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
It was a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately, I think he believes differently.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? I'm not that high, am I? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more to spare upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
I like how every time we get somewhere, he just tosses a piece of evidence that we're already well aware of.
Well, no, it's actually different because remember, he would literally pull evidence out of his ass and start presenting and saying, it's like,
Oh, by the way, this and this and this. Prove me wrong.
but now he's using our own evidence, and it's like, jeez.
And what is that? Hey, it looks like the camera is for the OnlyFans. I mean, for things.
Only
This
things.
is a very small video camera, Your Honor, and not an OnlyFans recording device. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying? Oh,
What the?
trouble.
I thought the spy camera was in my position.
Matt Onguard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And?
The victim, Juan Carita, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Onguard.
Like that Matt on guard.
Matt. Such a dreadful name. Order, order! Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities?
Well,
Oh, jeez.
sort of.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, then I had the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. I'm sorry, was that
No, that was good. That's fine.
But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this,
Yo, she's bug sweeper.
by the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
Matt Onguard's fingerprints were on there?
Like you gotta imagine what On Guard's thinking right now. While seeing this
He's
plate.
probably freaking out just like, shit. Well, Phoenix, looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh?
What am I supposed to say to that evidence?
I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Ongard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along.
He got me good this time. I don't think I have anything to counter that.
Hey, now that's what the lawyer's thinking about.
Bobby, is the man the bad killer guy?
Shush, don't look at him. Wait a minute.
Phoenix,
Yes, Chief?
have you figured out what you're going to do next yet?
What am I going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work?
I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting a lid on this case. But in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Well, what is it, Mia? Are you going to be cryptic again?
There is a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. The timer? The timer!
Something he should investigate?
I would really hate to see a good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Your sister's life is at, is at stake here.
All right. I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
What is the piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Better safe state.
Gotta be the timer. I mean, maybe it's the timer?
Can I?
Because that timer was found in that camera in that stuffed bear. Even if it has his signature on it, it was only timed off to go at the time of the murder. He still may not have been able to find it.
I have an objection, Your Honor. Yeah, well, the timer. You mean the bear timer?
Yeah, the timer in the bear.
That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Objection, Your Honor. Just to spite him, he was like, "I'll say it louder this time." Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting things go so easily.
You are beginning to sound desperate.
That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all.
Oh, we're scolding him now?
In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one important thing.
Hey, is that what I just said?
Hey, you're reading my mind. That doesn't count.
So, you're telling me that I forgot something?
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence.
Timer? Is it here? I mean, we have the spy camera that he used, but that transmitter is what counted because it had a timer?
The spy camera is set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. to 1 hour. For 1 hour.
Okay,
So
then it was just that.
Oh, maybe.
Yes, I do believe some special examination is needed. But I think the item that should be examined is the defense's gray matter. Ouch.
Whoops.
Isn't it?
Miss Wright, after this trial is over, I would like to see you in my chambers.
You won't. You won't.
I'm gonna have you watering my fields of green. But there are a few things we need to discuss.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're going to speak, at least use your brain to make up something intelligible. So you're telling me that I forgot something then?
Okay, we went about.
You're so close. Yeah.
Important piece of evidence. Okay, well, it can't be anything used to... I doubt that would help.
Maybe it's supposed to be the suicide note.
Well, it tells of his misdeeds.
Oh, okay.
This impacts suicide notes, right?
Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside the bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed.
Wow, really? I said that at the beginning. I said literally they would say we would like to dismiss this until we can confirm the handwriting. I literally said this. Point for me on observation, but not bringing it up.
So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impax or not, that is yet to be even remotely confirmed.
Man, poor Andrews. She's hearing all this like, what the fuck are you on about? Mr. Wright, are you saying this suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Ongard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it inside this bear?
Damn, that's good lawyering. How dare you? Objection! Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
Objection! But if this is fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Man on Guard.
Damn. I'm sorry, this is cruel. I did such thing. Objection. Right. If you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Hold on, let me save state.
Quick, we need to reach deep into the
Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of piece of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution.
Ouch. Finally, we made him flinch.
That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again
Oh.
we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
That's impossible. This isn't good, Phoenix.
The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate.
Handwritten else, my butt. That's just a lawyer trying to buy more time. Ongard is guilty. Yeah, what for that?
I can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty! Guilty! Off with his head! And also the sexy woman! Get her out of here!
Guilty! Oh!
What, Mickey Mouse?
Guilty!
What is that sound?
It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? What is with him? And what's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
He got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say. Besides, I'm sorry. I wish there was some way I could make it up to you. I really do.
Anyway, what's going on?
We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
I'm gonna keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry.
Oh, I think we lost Ben. I think Ben's phone probably died. Yeah, his phone died. Okay, let me just apple this. I just need a little bit more time. But don't. I can't even do that impression. I'm not even gonna try. Don't tell me if we don't. Oh yeah, your phone died, right?
No. Something else happened. I thought it was your end.
Oh no, you just completely cut out.
Oh.
Don't tell me we don't have any more.
Guilty! 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 Riot! Riot! Well, I mean, that's everything.
Yeah, file!
Do you hear that? They're calling for his head.
Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh,
What is it?
let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after...
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! This is the stupidest.
Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you gotta buy us some more time.
Court is in session. Damn. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying...
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but
I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
No.
yeah, this time I really can't do anything.
You and me both, Phoenix. You and me both.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
God damn it. Oh, thank heavens. Please wait, Your Honor.
Edgeworth?
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor. Don't tell me we're going to be on time now.
But would it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow after lunch?
30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well, since I'm sober. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess.
Yay,
Is
McDonald's.
on recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. This isn't school.
I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
The court will now take its final recess of the day, and hopefully this case.
Right. Well, what's going on with my situation?
The killer looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can find her in that time? Report!
Report.
Is that Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have time. Just spit it out.
Oh yeah, because he still had the phone with him. So he just answered it.
Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But he kind of left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away.
A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence?
Oh, I thought you asked, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swept this stuff and ran.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I gotta put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. Hope he doesn't get into too much trouble over this.
With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
All right. Just get here in one piece.
Hey, I hate that show.
I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one! I'm putting out all the stops and running every red light.
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be as decisive enough to end this.
I'll have to put the law on hold.
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. Uh-oh.
No one can stop me.
He crashed his car, didn't he? God damn it.
What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? Got to hurry and call for help.
But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. Oh boy, don't tell me we're on time.
No, we can't let that happen.
Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
Why? Why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? There's no way.
What about your team? Where are they at?
That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Wait, the transmitter? Does he still have that with him?
Maybe?
Because that's like...
We're not gonna be deducted for points here.
Hopefully not. Yeah, it would have to be the transceiver, because, changes the footage, let's see. Oh,
Right, we're not in the middle of the mock trial here.
I guess this won't work, huh?
I guess it's up to me. Alright, I will think of something on my end. Don't get your hopes up too high, but I'll try my best.
Did I say something wrong? Edgeworth,
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
Verdict.
Oh. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, bailiff.
There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent.
They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. Has it been 30 minutes? I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
All right, that is going to be where we end for today. We'll have to find out the juiciness on Sunday.
This is torture.
We'll find out.
Nail biting, though.
I guess. I guess you're right. Well, anyway, we'll see you guys on Sunday for hopefully the conclusion of this. I think we're getting close. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.